Somewhere in the cosmos, an unknown force is heading in our direction, and the scientific world has just activated a protocol that has never been used before. We are exactly 30 days away from November 27th, 2025, when the International Asteroid Warning Network, the global planetary defense network coordinated by NASA, will launch the first globally coordinated observation campaign focused on an object coming from outside our solar system. This is not a common asteroid. This is not a typical comet. This is something that came from the depths of interstellar space. Its official name is 3I Atlas, and it is leaving scientists completely baffled. Before we dive into this mystery that is causing planetary defense agencies to activate emergency systems, subscribe and hit the bell, because what comes next, you won't want to miss. The story begins on July 1st, 2025, when the Atlas telescope system in Chile detected something impossible to ignore. A spot of light moving hyperbolically across the sky, a trajectory that means only one thing: it does not belong to our solar system. 3I Atlas is only the third confirmed interstellar object ever to pass through our cosmic neighborhood. The two previous ones were Oumuamua in 2017 and Comet Borisov in 2019. Both objects that defied conventional explanations and generated intense scientific debates that continue to this day. But 3I Atlas is different, very different. Here is where things start to get really strange. First, the object exhibits an anti-tail, a jet of particles pointing toward the sun, not away from it, as expected in normal comets. Then, spectroscopic observations by the James Webb Space Telescope revealed something unprecedented. 3I/Atlas is emitting pure nickel vapor at 4 grams per second, with no trace of iron in its composition. This has never been seen before in any natural comet in the history of astronomy. And there's more. Preliminary analyses suggest this object may be up to 10 billion years old, older than the solar system itself. On October 29th, 2025, tomorrow, Avi Loeb, head of the Galileo Project and former chair of Harvard's astronomy department, made a statement that echoed throughout the scientific community. Small probability events must be considered carefully when their consequences could be large. Loeb is not talking about a simple comet. He is raising the real possibility that 3I Atlas could carry signs of alien technology, either as remnants or as active probes. This is not science fiction. Loeb argues that if 3I Atlas were a large mothership, it could use the sun's gravity to release smaller probes through the Oberth effect, a physical maneuver that allows objects to accelerate rapidly using the gravity of a star or planet. And it is precisely during the perihelion passage that this maneuver would be most effective. Do you believe this could be a coincidence? Comment below what you think. Because while most scientists remain cautious and defend a natural origin, the available data is showing characteristics that simply do not fit the pattern of known interstellar comets. The chemical composition is anomalous, the trajectory exhibits unexplained behaviors, and now unverified images are circulating on the internet, claiming to show a structure shaped like a large vessel. These claims remain under rigorous scrutiny, but the fact is that the International Asteroid Warning Network, a worldwide collaboration of astronomers formed under United Nations recommendation to respond to threats from near-Earth objects, has made an unprecedented decision. And this is where things get even more intriguing. The observation campaign, starting on November 27th, is not a routine scientific operation. It is a complete planetary defense response capability exercise, testing the readiness of the global scientific community to track and characterize unknown objects in rapid motion. The campaign will last exactly 2 months, until January 27, 2026, and will include special training sessions urgently organized in the coming days. Specifically, a technical workshop scheduled for before November 7th, designed to train professional and amateur astronomers in advanced astrometry methods for precise data collection. Scientists are not just measuring 3I Atlas's trajectory, they are actively searching for anomalies that might suggest artificial origin, including analysis of outgassing behavior, chemical composition, and any unusual technological signals. If it were an intelligent signal, how would you react? Because the truth is that no existing spacecraft can reach 3I Atlas due to its immense speed and distant trajectory. Previous simulations indicated that under ideal conditions, NASA's Juno spacecraft could have been able to intercept the object near Jupiter, a scenario that highlights both the rarity and the missed opportunity of such encounters. Now, astronomers are exploring remote observation techniques, especially during the critical period of maximum approach to the Sun, when crucial details about structure and activity should be revealed. NASA officially confirms that 3I Atlas poses no immediate threat to Earth. Its maximum approach to our planet will occur on December 19, 2025, at a safe distance of approximately 1.8 astronomical units, about 270 million kilometers. But that does not diminish the importance of what is happening. The IAWN is treating 3I Atlas as what Avi Loeb and other researchers call a black swan event, a rare, low-probability phenomenon, but with potentially profound consequences that requires careful preparation and rigorous observation. Hit the like button if you love this kind of mystery. What they discovered next changes everything. Between October 1st and 7th, 2025, the European Space Agency's ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter and Mars Express spacecraft turn their instruments toward 3I Atlas, collecting additional data that is being analyzed now. Spectroscopic observations show a coma rich in carbon dioxide and low water content, an unusual composition that differs from typical comets in our solar system. Some researchers estimate the object may be more than 7 billion years old, possibly originating in another stellar system long before the formation of our own sun. This means 3I Atlas carries with it chemical and physical information from an era before Earth's existence, a cosmic time capsule that may reveal how materials from other stellar systems compare to ours. But is there a hidden danger that is not being fully disclosed to the public? The truth is more subtle. There is no evidence of direct physical threat. 3I Atlas will not collide with Earth, and its minimum distance is comfortably safe. The danger? It is a test of our detection systems, tracking, international communication, and rapid response capability. What if I told you this story is not over yet? Why are planetary defense agencies so interested in training teams urgently in the next 10 days? Because 3I Atlas represents a unique scientific opportunity that is closing rapidly. After its perihelion passage on October 29, the object will be temporarily unobservable while near the Sun, reappearing only in early December. When that happens, and especially during its maximum approach to Earth on December 19th, we will have a critical window to collect data on trajectory, brightness, gas and dust emissions, orbital changes, and physical size. Improved measurements may finally clarify its origin and composition. Subscribe to follow the unfolding of this story. The International Asteroid Warning Network is not an alarmist organization. It is a worldwide collaboration recommended by the United Nations, composed of organizations and individual astronomers who work collectively to detect, monitor, and characterize but hazardous asteroids and near-Earth objects. If an asteroid threat were ever identified, IAWN would act as a centralized hub to disseminate information to governments, assisting in analyzing impact consequences and planning mitigation response options. The fact that they are activating a globally coordinated campaign specifically for 3I Atlas, an object that is known not to hit Earth, demonstrates that something deeper is at stake. The need to understand the unknown and be prepared for the unexpected. Because here is the final truth no one can ignore. We are living in an era where planetary defense has ceased to be fiction and has become global policy. In 2023, NASA launched its Planetary Defense Strategy 2023 to 2032, a robust 10-year plan based on 5 strategic objectives: enhancing detection and tracking of hazardous near-Earth objects, improving characterization of NEOs, advancing impact mitigation technology, improving emergency response, and expanding international cooperation. The strategy is not isolated. It is guided by the United States National Near-Earth Object Preparedness Strategy and Action Plan, launched by the White House in 2018, but with stronger emphasis on coordinated cooperation with FEMA and the Department of Defense. The updated plan encourages greater integration with allies and spacefaring nations, and 3I Atlas fits perfectly into this expanded planetary defense context. It is not just about protecting Earth from physical impacts. It is about developing the capability to identify, track, and characterize any unknown object that enters our cosmic space. It is about creating international communication protocols that work in real time, when every hour counts. It is about training a new generation of astronomers, professional and amateur, in advanced astrometry techniques, so that when the next interstellar visitor appears, we are ready. Comment below what you think about this. In the coming weeks, as 3I Atlas continues its journey through the solar system, observatories around the world will be watching every detail. The November 10th workshop will bring together experts to refine observation methods. Periodic teleconferences will keep the scientific community synchronized during and after the observation period. Citizen scientists are welcome to participate, provided they register before November 7th. And on November 27th, exactly 30 days from now, the first globally coordinated campaign to track an interstellar object officially begins. A historic milestone in humanity's planetary defense. What comes next? No one knows for sure. Maybe 3I Atlas is just a strange comet with anomalous chemical composition that defies current models, but will eventually find a natural explanation. Maybe it's something more, a messenger from another stellar system, carrying information encoded in its molecular structure about worlds we will never see. Or perhaps, as Avi Loeb suggests with scientific caution but open imagination, it is something that will force us to completely rethink what it means to be alone in the universe. What we know for certain is this: for the first time in history, humanity possesses the technology, international organization, and political will to seriously investigate these questions. And that is just the beginning. If this mystery held you until here, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this journey. The universe is full of unanswered questions, and here we go after all of them. In 30 days, when the observation campaign officially begins, we will have more data, more analysis, more answers, and probably even more questions. Because when it comes to the cosmos and its interstellar visitors, every discovery opens 10 new mysteries. And 3I Atlas, coming from the depths of interstellar space with its unexplained anomalies and its pure nickel chemical secret, is about to become one of the most studied objects in the history of astronomy. The countdown has begun. the planetary defense system is activated, and the scientific world is watching.